you can see all the available nodes on the left-hand side here. You can simply drag and drop them onto your workspace. So I'm just going to go through each one of the ones that I have in my workspace on this example bot. So you can see I start with our most common node, bot says. This is a statement box, so you can write a little bit of text here, and then it goes directly onto the next node. This is a single choice, so that means that the visitor has to pick one option. The options can take them into the different pathways. They can also take them into the same pathway. There's also the multiple choice option. So the visitor can choose all of these options, just one or two, but they all go onto the next same node. And again, we've got another single choice node here, except it's slightly different. It's called send to URL. That means that if someone selects one of these buttons, we can send them through to a web page, a different page. So for example, if someone says they want to read more about it, then we're sending them to this URL. But this can also be used with another single choice that goes nowhere. It says talk to an expert, and if someone selects that button, they'll then go on to leave their details. So just to explain a little bit about the different ways that we can collect information from visitors, below you'll see here, you can ask them in separate boxes. So I can ask their email, their phone, company, etc., all in different boxes, and you can see them all here. Or I can ask them in one go in a form. Using the form node, you can then select what options you want to give the visitor to leave their details. Simply click the box to tick or untick it. I'll go back to the beginning here for a moment, and you can see one of the options I've given the visitor is I'd like to ask a question. That's where the open field box comes in. So I can ask the question or give them the guidance that I need, such as please write your question below. And then I can also select multi-line, giving them a little bit more space to give their answer. You can also select allow empty if it's not a mandatory field. Now I'm going to go back over here just to show you one last node, which is the drop-down list. So sometimes you might need the visitor to select from a group of options, which means that giving them in the single choice may be too long a list. That's where the drop-down list comes into play. So here you give them the instructions that you need, and then select the country's drop-down list from the box below. So you'll have to add in the list that you want to use, and they'll all be available here. There is a few other nodes available, you can see from the side here, but those will be covered in a separate video.